Drop a like and subscribe in the next 5 seconds if you'd love to log in and see this many V-Bucks on your Fortnite account. Welcome back everybody to, of course, a brand new Fortnite Battle Royale video. Today your minds are going to be completely blown by what we're going to be talking about. That's right, the brand new season. Even though it's quite far away, we have a ton of leaks, information and so much more. And I know a lot of you will be thinking it's too early for this right now, right? But trust me, the leaks today that we're going to be going over to do with the end of this season in the live event itself that occurs, the fight against Galactus, will be revealed, and even the details about Season 5's official start date and what's going to be going down until this season releases and after. Also, this information was incredibly hard to find and compile together, so make sure you're sticking around until the end. Quickly before we go any further, however, whatever device you're watching on, whether you're looking down at your phone or not, make sure to hit the subscribe button, as Wolverine has not only just given you the red card, which, I mean, says to subscribe itself, but we're literally nearly 1 subscriber off 1.9 million, and if everybody subscribed right now out of the 70% that aren't, we'd even hit 2 million by the end of the year. Also, don't forget I gift and add different subscribers every day, and let's just add a few of you guys, considering so many are adding me right now, and then let's gift a few. And before I do gift anything, all of this is made possible by the amazing support you're showing rocking code FriendlyMachine inside the Fortnite item shop. Literally, if everybody entered this code right now, that would mean that we can then gift 5 subscribers every single day, instead of just a limited quantity besides the daily gift limit. As an epic partner, it greatly supports the channel and obviously makes everything I do here in terms of gifting and me showing proof of adding you guys and gifting possible. So just like me, hit accept on the code right now and let's get into gifting a few of you guys. I want to gift at least 5 of you today, and obviously for that reason, considering I've only got 1400 V-Bucks, it's got to be this back bling. And if you want to end up like anybody gifted today, just simply make sure you're subscribing to the channel with all notifications turned on, and then comment your Epic Games ID down below on video, so that way I can obviously either see you've tried adding me, or add you down below from the comment section itself. All the gifts have officially been sent, just to prove to you guys that I'm not, not doing it and cutting out to where it just says sending gift and then it not doing it. And with that said, now let's get into the madness of everything to do with lead-ups to Season 5, what's going to be happening, and the next season itself, or when it officially starts. And speaking of when the next season starts, that's initially what we're going to be covering, because I know there's going to be little Timmy in the comments saying it says November 30th down there in the bottom left. Well, we actually have 3 end dates according to 3 different sources of Fortnite, whether it be the website, the API coding, stating that it's not only possibly going to be ending on November 30th, but November 12th, which would be an earlier end date, or then December 12th. So out of these 3 dates right here, unless any more surface later down the line after Fortnitemares being another upcoming event that we're going to be briefly discussing some details about in just a second, it's looking like it's going to be December 12th, considering obviously then they can base the entire season around Christmas. They never make a season shorter than it usually is intended to be, as stated on the Battle Pass November 30th, obviously then being shortened to November 12th, and it just makes sense according to the leak we discussed yesterday, published by Hypex, a very reliable data miner, if not the biggest in the community, with 1 million plus followers on Twitter. And this tweet basically went over a ton of skins that will be upcoming, either to do with the Halloween event, the next gen consoles, and as you can see at the very top, the first one, Season 5 with a gingerbread renegade raider. If this is December 12th, then this allows obviously Fortnite to integrate it even into the Battle Pass if they don't go with the route again of collaborating entirely with their comic book universe, not Marvel, but the other one they collaborated with last season, DC. And as previously mentioned, with Fortnitemares starting typically, as according to this tweet, close to Halloween, if not the end of October itself, considering Halloween is on the 31st, I highly doubt because of this too that they'd cut the season short to November 12th, being just after perhaps one of the most hype festive events of the year. Speaking of Fortnitemares though, in this leaked list of skins anyways, we have a giddy up fish stick that EA, my designer, actually managed to put into a 3D model based off what Shark Tooth's made as a concept initially, that we also discussed in yesterday's video, and this is most likely going to be a Fortnitemares skin. And the sole reason for this being is because, well, Giddy Up was one of our Battle Pass Fortnitemares skins, or Halloween themed season skins, in Season 6 of Chapter 1. And speaking of Fortnitemares, despite us having mythic bosses in-game of Marvel rarity or Marvel characters that are also going to be making an appearance more so throughout this season too, it seems like Midas is going to be returning, according to Hypex, who recently discovered the following information and tweeted it out. Unfinished NPCs most likely for Fortnitemares, thanks to Intercellular for bringing this to my attention. Midas may be another version of him, has a gold scar, probably a placeholder, has 100 HP and 350 shields, ghostly ghost henchman has an AR pump, SMG or pumpkin launcher, which obviously then correlates to Fortnitemares largely, as the pumpkin launcher is a limited time version of the rocket launcher implemented for the Halloween period. In terms of what version of Midas this will be, it's most likely looking like it's going to be Midas Rex, and this is a part of the Last Laugh bundle, again releasing sometime in November. And despite this being a really cool looking concept of the Midas flopper but as a skin made by Trimix, I highly doubt it will be this one. And with Fortnitemares making a return, of course, the battle bus is going to be revamped. We're going to be seeing Halloween decorations everywhere like last year, and of course a ton of free rewards contained in a Fortnitemares challenge set, and free selectable styles updated for skins we already own or that come back to the item shop that we never bought. And despite Chapter 2 Season 1 having this completely revamped Center Island to complement the Halloween theme or introduce the Storm King to our Fortnite Island as a boss LTM that we defeat, I highly doubt this will be returning, and also links now to our Galactus Live Event, just in case you thought we'd forgotten to talk about that in today's video, as I believe this was a beta test for Galactus arriving and us having to defeat him as Fortnite and Marvel characters. It does kind of make sense considering they do plan seasons way in advance, and the Storm King obviously was a treacherous boss to beat, with certain weak points that we needed to eliminate having their own health bars, eventually to the point where he couldn't take any more and was obviously just eliminated himself. And whilst I let you guys watch some gameplay of that in the background, obviously this then links to our Galactus Live event, as it may not just be a live event, rather so something we can keep going into as an LTM to defeat a boss like we had with this Storm King LTM and the boss himself. And I'm not saying this is going to be for Halloween, rather so just for the end of the season, very close to it perhaps, and this makes even more sense considering the live events when they occur, like the last one, the device, was limited capacity and only allowed certain amounts of players to fill the servers obviously. With an LTM, with it being able to be played over and over again, this obviously means then that everybody will get at least one chance in the fight against Galactus to team up with their buddies or randoms together to obviously make this happen. In terms of when this will happen exactly, however, there's a few things that need to occur first, such as what data miners found in the files, the location of which the helicarrier will then eventually hover over our Fortnite Island, and this was very expected considering people found this vault on here from glitching out of the map or simply going in the pre-game lobby. So this basically means the helicarrier will be another location we can land at and actually go on in-game. And the reason this is relevant to the live event is because this is the next stage in making it all happen, as Donald Mustard has it set to his location in his Twitter bio. And speaking of his Twitter profile, in his banner it shows a comic book version of what is yet to unfold, our Marvel and Fortnite characters in an endgame-like battle versus what seems to be Galactus but isn't shown. This also even confirms the appearance of more Marvel skins or superhero mythic bosses, as Black Panther is appearing on here alongside our Fortnite characters, with Ghost Rider and even Captain Marvel that I can see off the top of my head. Whether or not one of these mythic bosses is on the helicarrier, obviously then with a keycard to open the vault itself, I guess we're yet to know. And another interesting fact about who it could be, well, Nick Fury's eye patch is actually attached to a complete skin asset in the files and can be found in the main control room of the helicarrier. And speaking of these comic book-like strips that Epic Games are creating alongside Marvel and publishing on their websites, we actually have something now that potentially could reveal how the event is going to play out, or the LTM itself if it comes in this form, and this was published to Reddit by Toolbox007 stating there's a direct tie-in with Fortnite in Marvel Comics, but a lot of people probably missed it, so here's an attempt to explain how it works. It's not a huge event in the comics, but it does make it canon to the comics. Also, if you're collecting the covers, you might want to take a look at these too. As you can see, the first line states this is the comic where the events of Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 4 actually take place. Marvel put it in this way, and according to Marvel, the events of the Fortnite Island take place within the timeline of this comic in between these two panels. As you can see, it states Thor leaves, and then Thor Nexus War, events of Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 4, and Thor picks up after the events of Chapter 2 Season 4. And just for other examples of context or tie-ins with Fortnite, he's linked the Wolverine tie-in below. And finally for today's video, in terms of what this Galactus battle outcome will mean for our Fortnite Island, or should I say islands, is an insane theory posted over on Reddit by Sven Will Never Die 420. As you can see, he's pretty much linked so many things together to do with, you know, the slogan of the season itself, Nexus War, Iron Man's drawings or plans for what he has upcoming, despite just pulling this area of Stark Industries into our Chapter 2 island. And if you've ever seen this drawing, you would have seen something that looks like a black hole. Well, what if this isn't isn't a black hole, rather so a wormhole, and what if this is a key connection between the two maps, Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, waiting to be discovered by one of the smartest men in the universe, Tony Stark. As you can see in the bottom left hand corner, it concludes that potentially next season we'll be playing on 2 maps or across both of them due to the wormhole link, and maybe this is why we haven't seen the upgraded battle bus yet, being Iron Man's battle bus referred to in the code in all the files, and with us seeing a revamped Halloween battle bus for Halloween or throughout the Fortnitemares event and then eventually throughout Christmas too, this would then make sense for why they're extending Chapter 2 Season 4 until December 12th as one of the possible dates found out of all 3. And with that cliffhanger to end everything off in today's video, that's all I've got for you guys, and make sure to let me know your theories in the comment section down below so perhaps we can grow that much closer to understanding what's ultimately going on in terms of our storyline mixed with Marvel characters now. As Donald Mustard stated, it's all connected. If you enjoyed, slap a like in the video down below and make sure you're subscribing with all notifications turned on, as 70% of you still at the end of the video aren't subscribed, and don't forget to pop code FriendlyMachine in the item shop as it directly supports the channel and the gifting system we run. And with that said, have an amazing rest of your day or night wherever you are, whenever you're watching. I'm out. Peace.